It's Kim, and I am back today to put together a little 6x8 album page, and I am using a hodgepodge of papers. I am using this plaid paper. Shortbread plaid is from the new mix-ins, the current mix-ins, and this stripe is from Pumpkin Spice. I'm using a French vanilla base. I'm using some sage cardstock that I have already embossed, and I used a sanding block. The thing I love about our cardstock having a white core is when you emboss and then you use a sanding block to go over it, you get that beautiful, very distressed look in your paper. And then this Sangria is a pattern paper just from my stash. And then I'm also incorporating some of the new Mulberry paper, and I did some paper tearing, just kind of roughing up and distressing the edges to go along with this distressed piece. And then I used Mulberry to map my photos. And just to save time on all of that, I have already mapped my photos. I've already pre-cut everything, sanded the sage cardstock, and did the paper tearing. And so I'm going to build this page. I have pulled in those autumn loose sequins, and I've just, because there are so many of those leaves in the package, and they're bigger, I can't get them mixed up really well in my container, so I just pulled out a bunch in the lid so I would have a couple different things to pull from. The stamp set that I'll be using today, because it is National Stamping Month and I want to stamp on this page, I am using this stamp set that is Autumn is Calling. And I love this because this is big enough for scrapbooks, small enough for cards, and it's perfect for 6x8 pages. And the one I got comes with thin cuts, although I don't think I'll be using the thin cuts today. And then I am, and here's the stamps. And then I am also going to be using a piece of our new Rose Gold Shimmer trim. And I have this cut to length. It's 6 inches, but I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. And I am going to put down just a bit of adhesive on the back of this so that it will stick to my paper trimmer. And this is a 1/2 inch wide. And so I'm going to line this up at 1/4 inch. And the reason I put that adhesive on there is it'll keep it from moving around in my paper trimmer. And then I'm going to put pressure on this side of my reel. And then trim that off right there. There we go. And there's my little piece. And now I need one more. This is 1/8 inch that I'm going to be using. And now I need one more at 1/8 inch. And hopefully I do a little better about lining it up this time. We'll see. And these pieces should be 1/8 inch, and they are. And this is a little piece. I'm not going to discard this because this would be perfect on a little card, so I'm just going to lay that to the side. So there that is. So now I am ready to start building this page. Like I said, I have everything pre-cut already, and hopefully it won't take as long to do this. And I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. I thought about doing some spattering on this page, and to be honest with you, I may still end up doing some spattering. I do not have the Mulberry shimmer brush yet, And the mulberry is what I would probably want to use. Mulberry or, and then this thin piece is going to go up here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of butt these up together. But back to if I do a shimmer trim, I have a retired color, which is called Sugar Plum, that is very similar to this mulberry. Very similar. Okay, and then I am going to, and I left that on there so that I can peel that off. I'm going to adhere this right between the two papers. And that little teeny bit of rose gold just adds so much to this page. And then those are just a little long, so I need to snip. 6 by 8 is probably one of my favorite, and I see what I did there. So here's what I'll do. I'll come around with Sangria ink and ink up the edge when I'm finished. I'll let it get a little off there. That's okay. And then next up is going to be this fabulous shortbread plaid paper. Okay. And then I'm going to adhere that beautiful sanded piece of paper. And it is beautiful. That's what I love most about our cardstock. And now to go from the bottom, what I'm going to do is I want to put this piece down first. And I want to, because I just want I want that to peek out, because if I let it come much farther than peeking out, I'm not going to have room to stamp my title and the cute little leaves that I'm going to stamp. Now, if I wanted to add, or if you wanted to add shimmer trim at the bottom, you absolutely could add shimmer trim at the bottom. I am not adding shimmer trim at the bottom. And see how that's just going to peek out there? And so now I'm just going to go around my page, and anywhere that I have anything that's sticking out over, I'm going to snip it off. I'll come back and ink up at the very end. Okay, and then I wanted my photos to sort of be like this. Kind of little at an angle. And now let's just make sure that's what's important right there, is that's going to be the title for this page. This was a little impromptu photo shoot that way back in 2008 I took my niece and nephew on. I did not even have a good camera at that time at all. I think it was my very first digital camera. It was not a good camera. Well, I mean, it was an okay camera, I guess I should say. I was just learning how to use digital at that time. And there we go. So my title is going to go there. And let me think about how I want to stamp this. I think I want this to be a little gradient, like a little ombre-ish. And I have pulled, I'm just seasoning that stamp up. I have pulled the colors that are, which I don't know why I pulled nectarine. I have pulled Sage and Mulberry and Sangria and Shortbread, and I also pulled Paprika. Not Paprika, Papaya. I need to pull Papaya. Wrong one there. Papaya. Those are the colors that are in this page. And I think what I want to do is, I think I want to ink this up, first of all, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to test this out. Because if this looks not so good, I don't want it to be on my pretty page. You know what I'm saying? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some papaya. And then I think I'm going to do a little rock and roll. Especially, oops, re-ink that. And I'm going to do some rock and roll at the top. Okay. And then we're going to and let's just test that out and see what it looks like. I kind of like it. Now let's lay it over on the scrapbook page. I kind of like it. Okay, so let's go back in with the Papaya Ink. And then let's do just like what we did there. And the Sangria. And then I'm going to huff on it. Just press and hold, and hopefully it turns out cute. It is. Love it. Okay. And okay, that I like. So now we're going to start embellishing this page. And I'll do a little journaling right here. So what I want to do as far as embellishing is, I think I want to use this sticker that says, "Hey Cutie Pie." And I'm just looking over the sticker sheet. I think I want to use that shortbread sticker. These I had planned on using on a different project, and I had already put them on the anti-static pouch. And they're coming off because they don't have sticky anymore. So I want this "Hey Cutie Pie" right there. I can put this, I want to sort of tuck that leaf. Like that. Cute. And then we have a fabulous tool that's called the Picker Upper tool that's coming, and it is not in yet, and I cannot wait for the Picker Upper tool to get here. I'm going to let's see. Picked up the glue dot that time. I don't know. These may be a tad bit. Is that too orange? I'm going to try it. And then let's go with another one of these. Well, struggle's real, people. The struggle is real. Oh, love it. Okay, and now down here, what I think I want to do is, I think instead of pulling these little leaves, I think what I want to do down here is stamp. And so we've got these itty bitty teeny tiny leaves. I think I want to stamp this one in, and I'm just going to have them just random. Let's see. That would kind of be cute, but then that's not enough space there. So let's use Shortbread. And let's have that one just right there in Shortbread. Okay. And this one we'll do in Sangria. And then the next one we will do in Sage. And then we have one that we'll do in Papaya. How cute is that? And then I think I'm going to go back to that little gourd that I had pulled off. And I think I'll put it right here. And because I had already pulled the stick off of it, I'm going to use my tape runner. And then I'm going to use one of these leaves with a glue dot. And then we'll put in one of these. Let's pull that orange down. There. And then let's pull in one of the itty bitty. Itty bitty. And then we will do just a couple over here around the leaves. Oh, I keep losing my stickers. I should be using glue. My sequins, I mean. Should be using glue. Let's see. I kind of feel like I need That almost looks like it's floating there. I don't like that. See if I can get that glue dot up. It looks better up there. Okay, and then I will just add some journaling right there. And that is my cute little autumn 6x8 page using some of the new products. Oh, I wanted to come around and ink Sangria. Let's see how that looks. Just sort of do it all the way around the edge of the paper. The edge of the page. And that Sangria is such a pretty color. And I'll draw my journaling lines with a pencil. See, that sort of disguises that a little. I'll draw my journaling lines with a pencil and then write in my journaling. And then after the ink dries, I will erase those journaling lines. So, what do you think? Do you like it? I like it. I like how it turned out. And I like that ombre in the stamping there. So, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you will be notified every time I post new content. Thanks, guys, and happy scrapping.